Najua say asanteni sana kwa kusupport 9th February as I promised, as usual the president akipromise and deliver. Hakuna siku nishawaangusha. I told you 9th February will not only be big and mega, but most importantly itakuwa historical, and I said it will be one for the books. Nikasema itasomwa na watoto wetu na watoto wetu. It's a historical moment in the life of this country's music, and of course by extension art. Many people don't understand. Wanasema clout, wanasema kelele, but they don't understand it. Unaona? I'm sure that kuna time wakina Kenyatta walikuwa huko wanafight kwa bushes. Kuna wale chiefs that walikuwa na collaborate na the colonizers. Yeah? And we still have those chiefs even today. Yeah? The likes of BN, wale wa support hii kitu, jua washapata pesa, wako pale juu. And I told you there are only 6, they were call them the big 6. Sauti Sol, Calligraph, Nadia Mukami, Otile Brown, hao ndio wako pale juu na wanafanya hivyo, hataki wengine wapande. And I've been very offended by them for not supporting this. Sika walichukua kama joke, and they always say you look crazy until it is done. So I want to call upon the main artists, the major artists. This is your last chance to support the 75% local. Eric Omondi is a comedian. I joke a lot. I make people laugh. That house, that's not comedy. That's the parliament of Kenya, which is a republic. Yeah? You're in the parliament of Kenya. I want that they want to pass law and affect life here too. And as I've been saying, wakina Davido na Wizkid are not better than us. They have more opportunities than us. Because in their countries, their songs are played 80%, some even 95%. So they are more famous and they have more airplay, more YouTube pays, more skizzers in their countries. So they have enough money to buy jets, to do better videos, to do better audios. That's why wanakanga ni wanoma. Unaget? Akina watu wa Tanzania, akina Harmonize na Diamond. And that's what we're trying to bring to Kenya. Yule mtu wako Mkuru, si Mkuru kwa Jenga, ama kwa Madare, wachana hao wengine akina Otile, hao wako sawa. We want fair play. Yeah? Ukiambia Kiss ama uambie NRG ama uambie Milele wache 75%, lazima waanze kutafuta. Juu hawa sita, that's less than 5%. Lazima waanze kutafuta genge, waanze kupigia sellers. Bro ni aje maze gava nasema tucheze nini? Mko na ngoma? Ndio mtajua kuna ngoma noma hapa. Kuna siku Edgar Obara alizipost. Mimi tumewapa ngoma noma kushinda anyone, kushinda hata Wizkid. But hawajulikani juu hawana fair play. Una get? Hawana fair play. Nimesikia Classic FM wamecheza nini mara 3. Hiyo ngoma ni kali, mimi naipenda. Sijui mali yake ishakulwa, sijui meliwa ya Zuchu. I appreciate that. But mimi niko kwa inbox yangu ngoma noma ka 100. Yeah? If they only can play that. Watupatie equal playing ground, and your nini wale upcoming pia wapate chance. Most importantly, kitu ya mwisho is that when you started this, wakasema ni joke, ni cloud, wakasema ni nini. Leo ni historic because the parliament of Kenya, on the floor of that parliament today, has brought the motion and has started the discussion of passing the motion and finally the bill that apeleka Uhuru Kenyatta has signed. Na kwanza saa hizo, kwanza hiyo moment the media houses will be propelled by law. Na mimi nita ensure huyu ni mtoto wangu. Ikishapitishwa, hapo ndio kazi itaanza. This is the easy one. Kupitisha ni rahisi, juu atapitisha. Ikishapitishwa hivi, Kiss FM, NRG, Milele FM, Radio Maisha, KTN, NTV, Citizen, try me. Because you're already dying. The traditional media is on its deathbed, if not dead. Nobody's watching you. You need us. You need us. None of you are here because we don't want you. You need any community to support you. Once this bill passes, try me. I'll make sure Citizen is closed down, NTV imefungwa, KTN imefungwa. Na kuna siku nimesema na sijafanya. Uliza Mutua. Uliza Zekel Mutua na uliza parliament wameongea leo. I'm giving a warning to the traditional media. You are weak, sickly and dying because you live in a digital country. Start playing 75% now. Musingoje ati parliament ipitishe. Tumia akili, common sense. These are your brothers, sisters, cousins. These are Kenyans like you. Don't be stupid. Don't play Nigerian movies the whole day. Kuna vitu hapa, kuna Brenda Wairimu, kuna watu wa actors wa sijui Maria. We have so many local content in Mombasa. Wacheni ujinga na upumbavu. And I'm giving you the last warning. Citizen, don't play Nigerian movies. Try me. Lakini musicheze Nigeria. I don't care what money you're making. You are brothers. Wewe MD, wewe CEO, wewe manager, wewe production manager. You are a Kenyan who has a cousin in high school who loves drama. Start being like those Nigerians. I'm calling you by name and we will kill you, bro. And seize. Jimmy is serious, bro. It will happen. It will happen. I will put my life every day, Monday to Sunday, kuhakikisha traditional media. You are dead. If you don't play, if you don't support our children, don't support our dreams, our visions, our passions. What are you doing? You are making the whiskies of this world rich. Every time, mazi. Mtuva waambie, William Mtuva waambie. Wacheni kucheza kutuchezea hapa nini? Whiskey bana. You heard it from the Nigerians themselves. They say they don't support anyone. Yeah? Mazi mimi nataka kufanya vitu zangu nifanye comedy. Don't wait for parliament to pass it. Common sense. Uko na mtoi kwa nyumba yako. Kwa nini unalisha mtoto wa jirani na mtoto wako anakufa na kwa shako na marasmus? Please maze, please maze. Mimi nasema juu niko na sauti. So please tusikosane. Citizen, KTN, MTV, Radio Maisha, Kiss, NLG. It's 1 + 1 ni 2. Kwa nini hesabu ni ngumu kwenyu? Na wasanii pia. Ni simple sana. We have talent, bro. Msingoje sasa mtaona hii Msemerika ameenda utungoje ipass. Don't wait. We don't even need the parliament to pass it. Why we pass it? Tunasumbua Uhuru kwa nini anajenga barabara? Kesho muamke, mu have meetings kwa your media room, media houses, kwa newsrooms, msemee to support our own. Ama mnataka sisi tuende nyumbani. So I'm calling upon the traditional media. Digital tuko sawa on YouTube. We are still already making money. Please maze, please. Tafadhali. Tuanze tu leo siku. Hizi ngoma ni kali, bro. Ama nifungue TV. Hizi ngoma za watu ni kali. Gengeton nimekufa juu mmewaua. Yeah, mnachezea trap, Drake, sijui nini, sijui Rihanna. Tutaona tuwapata YouTube. Tuwapata YouTube. They have enough airplay in the US. They have enough airplay in Nigeria for Nigerians. Give us enough airplay for Kenyans in Kenya. It is right before God. It is right before family. It is right before this nation and for this flag that is Kenyan flag. It is right. I don't need to be doing this. Hiyo ndio kitu nazambia watu wa media. Juu sasa sitaki wangoje. I know how Kenya works. Watangoja. Msingoje tafadhali. Msingoje tafadhali. Mimi nitaendelea ndahakikisha kwamba hiki tumepitishwa before watu waende recess for elections. Wasipopitisha, I understand it's a long process. At least we've made the most and the important step and the biggest step. Naomba naweza kuwa nimekasirika kidogo. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what I mean to tell you is that I will stop at nothing, including killing you. Yeah, not literally. Very simple, bro. Very simple. You know what I'm talking about. Very simple. Very simple. And this country will remember 2 years from now that Eric alisimama mbele ya KCC akaona na traditional media. Don't make money at the nini of our children. Support your system, support your children. Unless wewe kwako unapeanga jirani chakula kabla upatie mtoto wako. We have good content. Let's appreciate it. Citizen, I'm so confused about you. I'm so confused. You are the biggest propagator of local content. Nyinyi ndio mmeleta Papa Shirandila, nyinyi ndio mmeleta Mwala, mmeleta TDI, mko na Maria. I don't know why you can't just stop with this Nigerian nonsense. We have so many movies. Butita kuna kwa nini ma ex haiko kwa Citizen? Leo unapita maze kwa hoteli na Nigerian. 6 years later. Bado unaona okunye mama where's Papa? 7 years later. Umeona ma ex. Kuna content watu wanatutumia kwa WhatsApp. Noma. Wamejaa hapo mbele India Nation Center kila siku. Sema Eriko ni aje, ni kwa nimekaa hapa jana wakaniambia nirudi, tena nimekaa. Hebu check hii. Mazee mtoi mdogo kutoka Kayole mazee ameshoot quality na storyline noma. Lakini haiwezi kunini. So mazee take those things tuanze kusupport to change country. Yeah? Tafadhali sana. Tafadhali, and it's an election year. As we're changing the president and the MPs and whoever atakataenda nyumbani, let's start afresh. Na tusingoje bill ipite. By the time Uhuru anaisign, hata nazamwambia mheshimiwa usisign. Wanacheza 90%. Una get? So tujisupport. Mimi nimemaliza bro.
Okay, Eric, what's the probability that the bill will pass?
It will pass. It will pass with flying colors. Yeah, it has been brought to the floor of the parliament. The speaker himself was not to be here today. Alipigiwa simu akapigiwa simu kuanzia 10. Wenye waliniona hapo. Wakasema lala tu hapa. the moment Muturi alikuja akaingia hapa ndani kusikia. You know anaweza acha mtu asitin ka speaker. And it will pass before March, as I said. Yeah? If it doesn't pass before March, itakuwa kitu kidogo ipass. But I want to push it pass. It will pass if because it's political. It's not aina yani I see political ni kusaidia tu vijana wa Kenya. Unaget? So I don't think there's an MP or a women rep or an MCA who mwenye ataki ati constituency wake wasiinuliwe. So I'll be so surprised. I'm told there are 390 members. Hii bill ikipita na 389, I'll be so surprised. I shall have failed. Hata mmoja akikataa, nitajiuliza huyu ni nani. But tutajua huyu ni mchawi. Unaget? So itapass with flying colors.
Mr. President, Meli Swali, what measures will you take to make sure that the Kenyan music is being played 75%?
I will not relent, I will not stop. I'm doing something called 360. I'm dealing with the artists first. Naanza now, that's why mimi watukana ndio waamke. So hao wameanza kuamka. Wenye watoa ma-EP. Wapata utile na watu wengine wamezitoa December na Jan. Msidanganywe ati walikuwa napanga kuzitoa. Wamezitoa sana. So 360 wasanii, media, DJs. Sasa tunaenda matatu na masalons. Unaget? Matatu, that's a very big culture. Matatu tunataka wacheze 95. Tuko na reason kwa nini. Juu wanakuwa na mix. Yeah? Naweza kuwa na mix ingine tu ya reggae tu, ya raga tu ya Jamaica. So nataka hao ndio wako na hiyo culture. Ronga, Buruburu, Thika Road wacheze. So ni 360 ni round hivi. Ni wasanii, media, saizi na salons na kinyozi na nini. And most importantly ni events na event organizers. So tutahakikisha kwamba event ikihappen, nimesikia kuna events gani zinahappen this weekend akina BN na huyu dem. Tunahakikisha what we started. A Kenyan artist will perform as the star attraction until we are okay. Until Billy pasiwe. Sikuleta pasiwa, ukitaka whiskey da funge wacha funge. But for now, every concert msanii lazima akuwe wa Kenya ndio anakuwa. Sio kumaliza tu ndio star attraction. Yeah? Na sasa hizi tunaanza kusema picha ya BN, huyo dem anaitwa nani? Anapenda ngoma zake. Kuna event iko Impala. Yeah, picha ya BN isitoshane na picha ya BN sotana na picha ya international. Sasa tumechange. Picha ya BN inakuwa kubwa. Picha ya Mkenya inakuwa kubwa. Ya wale na kwa ndogo juu tuko kwa nyumba yetu. Nikikuja kwako unakaa chini, ukikuja kwangu unakaa chini, mimi ndo naenda kwa jikoni. So wakikuja because that's what they do in Nigeria. Mliona kitu happen in December. Walikuwa wameka whiskey kubwa hata kuwa na wasanii wa Kenya tuanzie hapo. So we also hizo vitu petty. I'll be shouting them. Those petty things inakaa utoto. Picha ya Mkenya inakuwa kubwa, backstage ya Mkenya inakuwa the same ama better.
Eric, talking of BN, immediately after you posted the video, niliona amefika pale akacomment akasema these are thugs surrounded by thugs. What can you say about that?
Video gani?
Yeah, leo about what exactly has been happening today. Alicomment hapo akasema I don't know what he wanted to mean, but alisema this is a thug surrounded by thugs.
BN as akona inatwangaje? Akona fear. You see right now, the only artists, I call them the big six. There's Nadia, Otile Brown, Sauti Sol, Calligraph. They're the big five. Calligraph, hata nimesahau mwingine. Bahati. Yeah? Nadia, Calligraph, Otile Brown, Sauti Sol, Bahati. The big five. Wana enjoy airplay. Kenyan stations play less than 10%. Ukisikia tu ngoma hivi ni either Sauti Sol, Otile, Nadia, ama Calligraph. Ama Willy Paul. Willy Paul na Bahati ni one of those. So BN akona fear that if 75% local passes, then radio stations will be forced to play more Kenyan music. And he knows he's an artist. Mimi najua kuna comedians wanoma kunishinda. Naget. So BN knows how music works. Saizi ako comfort zone. Ni hao ndo wanachezwa. Kama sio wa Nigeria. So tukicheza 75% ndio maisha wataenda kutafuta ngoma waanze kuzicheza. Waseme gai ni kali. Within 6 months there's no BN. Ameisha. BN is only big because there's no other option offered. Hakuna option nyingine offered. Tukiwa option hivi ameisha. So bien is the kicks of a dying horse. So shatu samaki kwa maji inafanya hivi, anasema vitu hazieleweki, ati tags surrounded by tags, unaelewa? But wataelewa very soon.
Okay, but Eric, time yenye umesema watu wa dance pale, the song you played ilikuwa ni ya Sauti Sol. Okay, mbona ingekuwa probably a upcoming artist?
Okay. Kuna mtu alini DM sijui ni Edgo Bara manani, akanichapa viboko akasema, wewe kwa nini hiki tunasema, kwa nini usifanye? Kwa nini wewe hii kelele energy yote siweke kwa upcoming? I'm only one person. Yeah? Na nikaanza kusukuma, like unaona mimi naweza sukuma kama Miss P, nimfikishe mahali, nichukue mwingine kama Kioko nimsukume. But sisi sukuma Kioko, Levi, Jimmy ni at the same time. Sina hiyo multitasking ability. But hawa wanaweza pass hiyo bill na kila radio icheze. So saizi my focus and energy is concentrated on passing the 75% bill because it works for everyone. Yeah? But still hujanipea the good reason. Why? Not an upcoming artist song. That's a good challenge. Nakwambia kuna mtu aliniambia I think ni Edgo Bare. Akaniambia kitu ndefu sana. I think beginning now I will not be playing this the Otiles of this world and the Nadias of this world and the Calligraph. They're already being played anyway. Wako na hiyo airplay. So saizi ukionana dance kwangu hapo niko kwa gym utasikia ni ngoma upcoming. Ndio watu waulize huyu ni nani.
The last time I checked, Diana akilaunchiwa kama artist, ulikuwa pale na ukamsupport na ukasema ni a very good artist na ukasema utamsupport. Why is it that ayuko kwa your big six?
Because achezwi kwa radio. Big six na maanisha wale wako na opportunity, wale wanachezwa na radio, TV, Diana achezwi, bwanake anachezwa. So big six na maanisha the local stations, the ones are being played. Yes, that's what I mean.
Thank you so much, President. We appreciate.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we have kept our word, sir. And we are not keeping it for Eric. We are actually keeping it for the artists, visual and performing artists in the country, who actually have created a very robust creative economy. And it is known to Kenyans that out of 100 shillings that every artist is making, 85% is being lost to piracy. So we have to keep protecting the laws that we have done before, including the Copyright Amendment Bill of 2018, which is protecting us against piracy. We shall guard it jealously. We are also supporting amendments that are bringing more royalties to the artists through an amendment bill, Copyright Amendment 2021. So we will keep our word. Mheshimiwa Jude.
Thank you. Bwana Omondi, we have come to release you from the bondage that you are in, and we are going to support the art industry as much as we can. I am a former artist and I know how it feels. Maybe if it was a good industry, I would be in the same industry today, but I am not in it because it could not sustain me. I would like to be part and parcel of a system that creates an environment where our artists are able to thrive. So we shall support all the measures that are brought to the floor of the House to support our artists. I'm also the chairman of Economic Caucus, Parliamentary Caucus on Economy and Business. And we would like this to be a thriving business so that it can help build our economy and improve the economy of our country. So we shall support you, we shall support this cause because it's a cause that is going to improve the economy of our country and provide employment to our youth. You are doing the right thing. Keep it up.
Okay, Eric Omondi, as I had promised, I say that today, just a few minutes after we have met, that this discussion will be on the floor of the House. And for sure, it has been on the floor of the House. We have introduced it that we should play 70% of local contents on our audiovisual and all media houses so that we promote the local artists. We know that artists have employed so many youth and that it is a thriving business is only because of maybe piracy and so on. And we are lucky that we have the act in place and that it protects you and will guard it. Although there is an amendment by Gladys Wanga that section 35 of the Copyright Act should be amended, but we have said that we should shoot it down. And we have discussed with Gladys Wanga. She may drop it, but if she does not drop it, we will shoot it down because we must protect you from piracy. As I have said, we have started the conversation. Jude Jomo, who is a former artist, was there, and he actually supported us. KJ, who is your greatest supporter, and the supporter of the youth, and the supporter of the artists, decided to bring it on the floor of the House, and we all supported, and the mood of the House indicate that the whole House is supporting you. So as I had said, that once I've introduced it on the floor of the House, I will come with a key and open you up so that you can go home and eat food. You thought that you will stay here for long, but now you have only stayed for almost 2 hours, and everything has been done. So let me officially...
Before the Honorable Sankok opens, I think it is good for the world to know that Eric Omondi is doing this out of his own volition. And the good book reminds us of the story of the great man Moses. When Moses wanted to rescue the people of the Israelites from Egypt, he didn't know what to do. And when he was asked to go out and rescue the people of Israel, he asked, what do I have? What do I have? And he was told, use what it is that you're holding. And he used his staff to liberate the people of Israel. Eric Omondi is using the talent that he has to champion the rights of artists. So we are calling upon the artists to also agitate for their rights, because unless you petition the institutions that make these decisions, these institutions are deaf to your cries until you cry loud enough for them to hear you. So Eric Omondi must be commended for doing that which industry players are fearing to do. So Eric Omondi, we commend your very innovative way of petitioning Bunge, and Bunge has heard your cry today. To the artists out there, please don't stay in a comfort zone. It is not comfortable when we realize that out of your efforts, 85% is being lost to piracy. We are reminded that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. So the artists will have to be eternally vigilant to make sure that their rights are not trampled upon. As Honorable Sankok has said, we shall take this opportunity that has been presented by Eric Omondi to champion for better royalties for our artists, whether it is Skiza Tunes, whether it is View Sasa, or whichever other platform is carrying the artist's content. We are championing for more royalties for the artists. As we speak, the platforms take a bigger share of the revenue. So we are asking all these platforms to respect our artists. Shamba ya artist ni idea zake. So hiyo shamba nayo iheshimiwe. As we are fighting for the coffee bill, as we are fighting for the tea bill, let us also fight for the creative economy. So as we are fighting for royalties, we also don't want to lose the gains we have made so far. So we are asking Gladys Wanga to respect the industry and to drop the amendments to Section 35 so that we can protect our artists against piracy and protect our children from content that would promote terrorism, content that would promote child pornography and other undesirable content. It is now my pleasure and honor to invite Honorable Sankok to fulfill the promise that he had made almost 3 hours ago, yes, that he shall liberate Eric from this bondage that he has been put into by legislation that hasn't been done yet.
And let us remember, as he does that these platform providers, whenever they are screening and airing external or imported content, they are importing that content at the detriment and at the disadvantage of our local artists. Let us also have our stations to be patriotic and air local content, even beyond the required limits, because that is the only way we can support our local art industry.
Thank you. So now, on behalf of Parliament, on behalf of the ridiculous team, you know, KJ was known for ridiculous, and on behalf of all of us, I now officially take the key that I took here to come and officially release you from bondage and release all the artists so that they can earn from their sweat. Now officially, there will be 75% of local content being played in our media houses. Now you are officially released.
Even though Mandela alikuwa na feel. Thank you so much. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Sankok. I want to say thank you to Mheshimiwa KJ, Mheshimiwa Jomo. Asante sana. Amesimamia economy na Mheshimiwa KJ, I don't need to say anything about him. He's one of the guys. When I was in Form 1, I started watching Red Corner, the initial Red Corner. There were 2 Red Corners before, there were 2 ridiculouses before there was Red Corner. Yes. And I started watching KJ wakiwa bado KU, and I said one day I'll come to Nairobi na nitajipata kwa TV. So when Martin Luther alisema, my dreams were valid, and I came to see my dreams. Walisaidia. Huyu ndio grandfather. Nyinyi mnajua babangu anaitwa Churchill. Na unajua baba Churchill ni nani? Huyu ndio baba ya Churchill, yeah? So I want to say thank you for releasing me as a good grandfather. Thank you Bwana Sankok. Na mimi nilisema as an artist, I am the most followed artist, and we know the power of social media. Actually, to some extent, it's beginning to take over from traditional media. I am going to repeat it here, that actions always speak louder than words. We are in an election year. Mnaona ni MPs wangapi wamekuja hapa nje? There are less than 7. Na sisemi kwa ubaya, wengine pengine wako leo kwa session. But I just want to say, we always have to give back to the society. They've given us, we have to return our hand. It shows its goodwill. It shows the heart of a man. It shows the mind of a man. Ndio mheshimiwa atoke kwa gari yake, akuje hapa aniletee maji, Mheshimiwa KJ has brought me so many concerned or relevant MPs. Ameniletea moja, anasema huyu ndiye anakaa kwa committee ina deal na communication something which is our thing. Ametuletea mheshimiwa hapa mwenye na deal na of course Sankok amenitoa kwa jela. Asante sana. Nataka kusema ni asante, na nataka tu kidogo tu wapi ngoma to dance to Kenyan music kidogo tu.
And we need to pause with this, yes, so that we can show the world what we are clamoring for. Yes.
Haya, babu kuja bwana, ndio huyu.
Mambo nimekuja kuuliza. Niko sawa.
Sikilia kidogo.
Mambo, it's an honor. As you can see, the issues of the youth and the issues of the artists are bipartisan. On the floor of the house, we do not care whether you are Azimio, whether you are bottom up. If it is an issue that has to do with the youth of this country or the creative economy, it is bipartisan. As you can see, the Honorable Jude Jomo of the Jomo bill, he's coming fresh from passing another very progressive bill in the House today, the NITA bill, which also supports talent development, and is also the chairman of the Creative Economic Caucus, is here. Honorable Sankok, Honorable Babu Owino, and myself, all from different political persuasions, all here to support the cause of pushing for the growth of the creative economy. And we will not tire from thanking Eric Omondi for taking a cause and seeing it through. This is very well dramatized.
Thank you.
And that is the talent you have.
Thank you.
So by dramatizing this, you have started a very important conversation on Play 75% local content. Mheshimiwa Babu.
Yes.
Chairman, umeongea?
Nimeongea lakini kuja ongea. Sisi wote tumeshaongea. Unajua hii kijana lazima niheshimu. Hawezi ongea kabla sijaongea. I was his senior in Sonu leadership. So because I'm his senior, he must ask the chairman if I have spoken, and if I have spoken, which I have done. Now welcome.
Iko sawa chairman, kazi iko sawa. So what do you want to know today? About the 75%. Maybe you can ask it in form of a question, then we talk about it. Generally, I can give a blanket statement about it.
Actually, what happened today is I was driving into Parliament, and as I was getting into Parliament, I saw a contraption outside Parliament. So I was very curious to find out what was happening. So I parked my car, came out only to find out that it was Eric Omondi who was inside this contraption, clamoring for 75% airplay of Kenyan content, and that's what brings us here. So he commissioned us as we were going into Parliament that we need to start the conversation on the floor of the House, and he said he will be in this contraption until that conversation begins. So we took it upon myself, the Honorable Jude Jomo, the Honorable Sankok, myself, to bring up the issue on the floor of the House, which we have done. And we promised Eric that if we do that, we shall come and rescue him from the contraption.
I had the keys, so I told him, you can stay here until we have started the conversation. So we went in there, in the house, we started the conversation. I came with the key, and I've just unlocked him and released him from bondage, so that we release all the artists, yes, all the artists, so that 75% of local contents can be played in our media stations.
Definitely. I think first I would like to thank Eric Omondi for this great initiative, because Eric is not an artist, but actually is fighting for the artist. And when I do see the same artists trying to criticize Eric in one way or the other, it's so sad. Because to Eric, the juice may not be worth the squeeze, but it's taking it upon himself to ensure that he's fighting for let's call probably the artist the less fortunate in this scenario. Because when you look at our system, even the mentality of Kenyans, we've fixed in our mind that we can only listen to music which is not local, international music. We import music, we import clothes, we import even toothpick. And when you see some of our engineers, we even import them. We import from China. Our engineers can only afford to sweep the roads and maintain them. So it is quite an absurdity. So to me, Eric, you're doing a great job by supporting the local artists. I did receive the petition. We were with Honorable Jagwa, and you just came just a few minutes later. I saw you getting in when you had already received it. But I can tell you for sure that Eric has been very consistent with this issue, and we are also taking it up. You've had Chairman Sankok has talked about it. Mheshimiwa Njomo has talked about it. Title has talked about it. Mheshimiwa Kiari has talked about it. Personally, I'm also joining hands in this, because we did take the petition. It followed the due process, and that, as you can see, at least it was on the floor of the House. And this thing will only be appreciated the moment it will be passed. That's when the local artist will feel that Eric did something. I remember the story of Jesus Christ when he healed some of the lepers, 11 of them. Only one went back and said thank you.
Yes.
So just do it. Just do it. You don't need to wait to be told, to be appreciated. Just do it, because you are doing it somebody for that person who is downtrodden at the slums, in the village, the person who has talent. For those who have probably mocked in the music industry, they might not see it as something worth fighting for. But for me, I will join hands with my fellow members of parliament. When it comes to this, it is a common interest. And this is the interest of the people. So we in parliament, we shall trickle it down to the person on the ground and ensure that the artist
From the bottom.
to up.
Yeah. So as you can see, we are all interested parties to this, and we will ensure that at least it reaches that person in the ground from parliament. And Eric, congratulations. We are going to do this. Let people are saying, you know, Eric is chasing clout. What? Chase it. So what?
If this is cloud,
So what? Even if you are chasing it, this is your life, and you are the CEO of your life. Everybody to rule their own life. So you do it. At least weke mziki sasa tukule ngoma, but we are in support.
So, yes.
And we are also urging artists to at least support this initiative. This is going to help you. This is going to promote, and even promotion of culture. You know, with this, it's also eroding our cultural. Yes, there are so many music that's promoting our culture. But when we are importing so much into our system, then even we are running away from our culture. You find now a 5-year-old is singing music from the States.
Sadly.
And doesn't even know the local language. So to me, I think we need to do something. And as we've said, we are already doing something. So Eric, you proceed with that spirit. Artist, mchanuke. But we said, as we said last time, we are also saying it, artists must produce serious music. We will not also just want to sit and just work and you don't do anything. And we said when you produce music, this music must be able to massage our ego, must be able to turn our minds on, must be able to make us get entertained even when you are tibimizing and analyzing your partner. You know, as I said, you must go with the beats. Yes. You know, the music must be enticing. Yes. Yes. So
one thing that we have to mention, because we have the Honorable Jude Jomo here, who is the chairman of the Economic Caucus, and he understands how he is able to wrestle the right regulations out of this house. One of the biggest impediments to artists is that they are not bankable and they cannot afford credit. They cannot be accorded credit. So we are asking upon the financial institutions in this country to look at ideas as non-physical collateral, so that any artist can walk into any bank with an idea and get financing for whatever idea that they have. So even as we are pushing for Kenya government to institute laws, statutes, regulations that push for 75% of local content, we are calling upon corporate Kenya to also join the fight, and mostly financial institutions, to ensure that Eric Omondi can walk into a bank with an idea and use it as collateral to fund whatever idea he has. Today, our artists don't have cars, they don't have shambas, they don't have houses. So when you ask for a logbook or a title deed from an artist so that they can access credit, you're actually killing the industry. So we in the legislature will push for the laws. The government, through the ministry, we are calling upon CS Musharo to put in place the policies that are required. But corporate Kenya will also need to step up to the plate, and the Kenyans, the public, will also need to buy the content to keep the artists alive. I think so that it is bankable. I think we can make a formation so that we see.
This is very symbolic. Kuonyesha that honorable members are dancing to Kenyan music. Okay. So leading by example. Okay.
Including Honorable Sonko.
Yes. Baka Sonko.
Mhesh, jo hapa, Mhesh, jo hapa. Kindly give come to this side. Come to this side.
The Garden of Joy is a green project. We are telling you to put a roof whose water you can drink, put a storage tank for harvesting water, and use biodigester to recycle water. And what a privilege, what a joy, you know, it is to be right here at the Garden of Joy. Queen.
Yes. Another thing I would wish to add, Mutati, is about accessibility when you enter to the project. The accessibility is very awesome. As you can see, we have a 9-meter wide road. Mnaesa pitana mangari mawili. There is no jam with this project. You can see we have accessibility, and along every road there is a lot of plants which are planted there, and I want to assure you that hair here is purified. We have clean hair here because of what we've done as Optiven. We've done lots of trees. We've done 3,000 trees here, so your life will never be. Imagine while you are in your balcony, kanjeve tu kanakuja tu kana kupiga tu kale kanjeve kazuri. Just imagine, because of the trees. And we say that come and be with us. Join this family, and because we are a Christian-based family, this project has a meditation park whereby you can go and pray, whereby you can go and meet your God through prayers, somewhere where you can go rest. There is a area where you can do volleyball. Wanaume mnaweza choma nyama. Yani it's a place where you can't get in Machakos County. Come and join us and make sure you get something and your life will change. Mutati.
Hey, Coletta. Hey, wow. Hey, thank you so much. And I can see people, they want to commit to this project. Please give them your number.
If you want to commit yourself today, in fact today we have an offer which is ending at Sasita usiku. Yes, make sure you call me. I'll give you this information. 0722 90 1789. Call this number 0722 90 1789. That's my personal number. I'll make sure I take you through even the process of getting this land, because you have to come and see first. We don't sell something which you've never seen. You come first see, and we provide transport from our Ruai office. In fact, we have an office in Ruai where there is a site manager who can bring you here. Our cars are there which are very good, and we observe the MOH regulations because of what is happening worldwide, and we will bring you and make sure you see your plot. We have beacons in place. We have every plot as a title deed, and immediately you say plot X is what I want. We make sure we give you the title deed. Go and do your search. You can go and do your search and then come back and make sure you invest with us. Today, if you invest with us, just say interested, and I'll get your name or your email address, and then I'll take you the process of investing with Optiven. Thank you, Muteti.
So Kalera, what you are saying is that once they call that number, you personally will bring them here, ama utatuma mtu?
Hapana Muteti. Mkinipigia hiyo namba kutoka saa hii, I'll make sure I'll be in your that car, and I'll make sure I come with you start the journey of investment with you. I'll come with you with our driver, and then we'll make sure tumekusaidia kutafuta plot yenye unataka. Maybe you want a corner plot. Maybe you want a residential plot. Maybe you want a commercial plot. Tuko nazo zote. In fact, barabara, this is a government road, and I'm very sure if you get a commercial plot here, it will be huge. It will have, you can do your shop, you can do your kiosk if you wish, but we don't encourage kiosks here because this place is controlled. Make sure you do a good shop, and it will give you return.